Hello beautiful people, if it's your first time seeing this face and me, my name is Yola and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this week's vlog starts here. I'm just gonna talk to you guys because it is literally about 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, something like that. And I just finished washing my hair. I towel dried it and now I'm gonna put some products in it and I'm gonna blow dry it, or we'll see. I might put some products in it and I might just do a twist out with it just like this instead of blow drying it, because I detangled it pretty well and it doesn't make any sense for me to blow dry it and then curl it. Like, I was just thinking about this aloud right now. Literally, I have my blow dryer right here because I was getting ready to blow dry my hair to do a twist out when I could just do it on my natural hair. Talking aloud made me just adjust it. But anyways, I want to show you guys the products I'll be using. I'm using this oil moisturizing hair lotion. It's leave-in conditioner, I believe, and it works really well with my hair and it smells amazing. I just bought this product, so I'm excited to use that. And then I also got myself this huge bottle of shea butter. I am so happy to have it. I haven't had shea butter in so long, and this amount will definitely last me a couple months, like at least half a year, 6 months, I'm thinking, to use on my hair, on my skin. In fact, I just got out of the shower. I think I'm gonna use this to like moisturize myself and do my hair. Like, I'm just gonna sit here, get ready and talk to y'all and update you guys on where my mind is, what's going on with me, because that's what I wanna do. So I'll be right back. I've already ran this moisturizer through my hair. The message that I wanted to share starting in this video is that you have time. You have as much time as you need, as long as you believe that you have time. The moment that you learn that you have time and you relax and slow down and allow yourself to be in the present moment, it allows you to better utilize this time that you actually have, which will then move you in the direction that you want to go, whichever direction that is. Whether it's accomplishing a dream or pursuing something or, you know, completing a task, whatever it is, you have time to do it. And the reason I felt like sharing this message, because I just watched my previous vlog. If you haven't seen that vlog, you can click that, my previous vlog. In that vlog, I basically, one of the days I listed this long list of things that I had to do for that day, and I only accomplished half those things because I ended up getting frustrated, I ended up being tired, and I was just like, I'm gonna complete the rest the next day. And the next day did come, and I did complete the rest of my list the next day. And I found that fascinating to me because there was an old version of myself who didn't understand that she had time. And because of that, she would like really burn herself out by trying to do so much in one day. She was just like, there's always so much to do and I'm always gonna do so much every single day. And through me operating that way before, now with the way that I operate now, I understand that that's why I was struggling so much. I was struggling so much, not because I didn't have time, but because I didn't allow myself to use the time, to let the time flow a little bit. You can't always hold on and like, you know, strategically crank everything into this little slot and then think that that's the way to always do things. Like, the way that I operate now is so much better than I used to operate, and it's providing me with the space to receive the things that I've always wanted. I just want to tell whoever is watching this video that you have time. You have time to have that big dream that you want. You have time to have that family that you want, that partner that you want, the lifestyle that you want to live. Whatever amount of money that you would like to receive, you have time to shake the right hand, to build a skill, to encounter the right video, the right person. Like, there's time. Like, literally. There is time. And if it hasn't happened before, it's because you were early in the process. That's another thing that I feel like a lot of us don't know. Oftentimes when we don't have something in the moment, it's not because we don't deserve it. It's nothing negative. It's simply that we are in the early stages. For example, I would love to have a house in my future. I would love to have a beautiful home in my future, like in my life, period. But right now, I am happy with where I'm at and the fact that I have a roof over my head and that I'm able to take care of myself. And I understand that although I want that, I'm early in the process. I truly believe that I'm gonna have that when I'm supposed to, and I'm not gonna sit here right now and dread the fact that I don't have it yet. In fact, I'm gonna live in this moment right here. A few things that have helped me in my journey of life is, one, accepting the fact that I have time. That I have time to do the things that I want to do, to try the things that I've always wanted to try, and to experience all that I want to experience. I have time. And in me believing that I have time, I also believe that there will be more than one opportunity that will come my way for me to receive whatever it is that I want. Like, I feel like when you don't believe that you have time, then you believe that like time is running out. And because you believe that, then when an opportunity comes and you're not in the state of mind to see the opportunity, or you're not in the place to receive the opportunity, or for some reason the opportunity goes by, then you're like, oh man, like I missed my one and only chance. And you end up being frustrated, and you end up being like angry and upset because you believe that that was it. Like there will never be another opportunity because you don't believe that there's enough time for the other opportunity to show up. But when you do believe that there's enough time, then you understand that, okay, I see now how that was an opportunity, and I see how I missed that opportunity, I fumbled it, whatever. And you're like, okay, but another opportunity is gonna come my way. Why? Because you have time. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that opportunity has to come to you in the same way that it came the first time. It just means that as you live life, if you say that you want that thing and you believe that you have time to have that thing, then you may create an opportunity for you to have that thing. Or that thing may come to you when you are no longer focused on having it. Like, that's what I'm starting to realize is in my journey of life, I've wanted so many things, and it's crazy that I start to receive the things when I stop thinking about them. When I just trust that I'm gonna have them. Because I just believe that I have enough time to have them. And the second thing that I did besides believing that I have enough time is I made a promise with myself that I was gonna go after my dreams and have my dreams no matter what. And what that means is I believe that I have enough time to have my dreams. And because I believe that, I also believe in pursuing my dreams till death do us part. Because if I'm gonna have it, and I know I'm gonna have it, then I'm relaxed. I started to relax a bit, right? I knew that I would be a YouTuber simply because it's been so deeply embedded in my heart that there was no way for me not to become one. In the beginning, I feel like I was around a lot of people who would try to instill in me that there's not enough time for you to become a YouTuber. You should have started when you were younger. Or basically explaining to me how hard it would be to receive my dreams. And I just had a lot of people who believed that there wasn't enough time for things. But deep down in me, partly due to me just being a stubborn human being and just being hardwired the way I am, I couldn't allow myself to listen to them. Especially after I saw Jackie Aina, and her process was like a 10-year process of her consistently being committed to YouTube through various stages of life. When I saw that, that's all I needed. It took one person having committed to having what they want for me to see that if you want it, you can have it. In my mind, I honestly was willing to commit to the dream until it came to fruition. I was willing to put in the 10 years that Jackie Aina put in. And that's on period. Because I understood that the time was going to go by anyways. And that depending on what I did as the time went by would dictate where it is that I would wind up. And I knew where it is that I want to be, which is helping people, inspiring people, talking to people, sharing ideas, introducing new perspective, and all of that. I knew that that's what I wanted to do. Instead of focusing on the lack of it, or instead of focusing on time, right? I started focusing on what am I doing? That's what I started to focus on. Once I solidified within myself that I have enough time, something in me relaxed. Like, something in me was like, okay, now that we have enough time, what do we want to do with this time? And you know what I decided to do with that time? I decided to practice. Because in order to be anything, you have to practice being that thing. Everybody's journey is different. Me, I had to practice. And there's a lot of things that I've practiced in my life and I've gotten really good at. And I have just a bunch of different skills. So I knew that I would be able to practice speaking. I spent time practicing speaking. I spent time practicing in front of the camera, how to be comfortable with the camera, how to be comfortable sharing myself, how to stop overthinking, how to organize my thoughts, when to upload. Like, I've literally just been trial and erroring freely because I just really believe that I have enough time to do so. Like, and the third thing that I came to understand and accept is the fact that nothing is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Perfection does not exist. We are all imperfect. Imperfection is natural, meaning that it's okay to fail. And those two tie in together. They're completely different phrases, but for me, I coincide them with one another because when I accepted that my first video is not gonna be the best edited, and when I understood and accepted the fact that I'm not just gonna be the best, I started to free myself a bit more, right? The moment that I accepted that I don't have to be perfect to be a YouTuber. I don't have to be the best editor in the world to be a YouTuber. And I don't have to be perfect in order to have my dreams. With the idea of accepting failure, I started to accept the fact that I could fail. How do I say that failure is a part of life? The only way that I could truly fail is if I didn't try. That's what I believe. Because I believe in myself so much that I was willing to fail as many times as was necessary for me to reach the dreams that I wanted. I was willing to fail for 9 years if it meant that that 10th year, everything would take off for me. I was willing to try repetitively over and over and over again if it just meant that I would have gained a new skill, All of those things have really helped me in my life, on my journey, and I hope that it helps somebody. I hope that what I'm sharing in this video helps somebody out there. Let me know if it does, you know, because that's honestly what I intend to do, is help and share with what's on my mind, because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at sharing what I've learned with other people in hopes that it helps them and that they use it. I really do love when I share something with somebody and then they'll see me and they be like, girl, remember when you told me this? Let me tell you how that helped me. Let me tell you how that like changed the game for me. I'd be like, oh my God, like, you know, it really helped you. Like, I just love that. I love it so freaking much. And I love uplifting people. Like, there's so much things that I love. I love. But thank you all for coming to my TED Talk. And I'll see you guys, I don't know, another day when I pick up the camera. So I had no intentions of recording today, but I turned the camera on to say this. Like, what the hell? I came out here. I've been sitting out here for an hour connected to the Wi-Fi, uploading 2 videos. One of my videos was at 95%. The other video was at like 40%. And I was literally sitting here thinking like, oh yes, I'm getting the task done. You know, I've been so productive. Everything is going smoothly. And they both start over from 0. And this is just a part of life's journey, the content creation journey. Things don't always work out how you think they're gonna work out. And it doesn't mean that they're not working out. I literally just think to myself right now, I'm gonna have to try again. I'm gonna have to set some time again to come back and intentionally sit down, connect to the Wi-Fi, and upload my content. Now, is that frustrating? Yes, because not every day do I have the energy to get up and to walk, to sit outside, and to connect to Wi-Fi. So on the days when I do, I am very optimistic in me accomplishing the task that I set at hand. But sometimes it's out of my control. It's out of my hands. And nothing sucks more than to feel like you just wasted time. And that's exactly how I feel right now. And yet, there's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna get up right now. But yeah, that sucks. So you guys, this just happened. I had to share you guys. So this man, he was riding on his horse, right? And he rode past me a couple times and I smiled at him and he smiled at me. You know, it's a greeting. Because I'm carrying my groceries and I'm heading home and it's like, it's been raining. I got my umbrella under my arm. Like, I just have hella stuff with me. Like, anyways, I felt like he was gonna eventually talk to me because after somebody passes your way more than twice, I feel like around the 3rd time they say something. It's just what usually happens in my life. So the first time we greet each other, the 2nd time, you know, I thought he was heading home. The 3rd time he ended up coming back, and when he saw me, he was like, "¿Quieres montar?" Right? And I said, "Huh?" And then he said it again. He said, "¿Quieres montar?" And immediately my mind translated it to, "You want to ride?" And I was just like, no gracias, no thank you. Because I was like, he's riding this horse bareback. He don't got nothing on the horse. It's raining, and I got on a horse before, and I can't lie, it was slightly frightening. The instructor that I had got on the horse with was explaining to me how, you know, how powerful, how strong the horse is, and that I shouldn't worry, and that I won't fall. The horse won't fall, keep my head clear. And I just felt like there were so many rules. I was so like anxious because I'm like on this big beast, and then I'm trying to like adjust to the jolting of the animal. I had fun the first time I went, and the horse had like a mount and everything, but it's a rainy day. I have a lot of groceries. I'm trying to head home, and I was just like, oh no. But then in my head, I was like, that could have been a cool opportunity, but I wanted to share that with you guys. Good afternoon. This recording is to say that discipline is doing it even when you don't want to. Today, I feel exhausted. I don't know why. But I rested really well, and I know that the best thing for me to do today is to get up and go upload all my content. Because once it's all uploaded, I'll be set for the next couple weeks, being that I've recorded yesterday, edited, and I have my content in order. But a part of me is like, oh, tomorrow. Even though I know that the day after tomorrow I need to upload according to my schedule, right? There's nobody holding me accountable for my work, but I have a schedule that I intend to stick to, and it works for me, right? But there's just all types of stuff in my head, like, but what if it doesn't upload? How long is it gonna take? Oh my God, how hot is it outside? Like, I just have all this stuff in my head. And I'm like, girl, are we gonna do it or are we not gonna do it? Because once it's done, it's just done. And that's the thing too, like once you finish something, you don't have to think about it anymore. So you guys, here's the proof that I got up and I'm outside. And the sun is out now, which is making me feel better. But I just wanted to say yay to myself, because before I left my house, I make up rules to just get stuff done. Like, I trick myself into doing the things that I know I need to do to keep up my mental, to be honest. So one of the things that I love is I love to clean. I love a clean home. I'm not gonna say I love to clean. I love a clean home. And because I love a clean home, I clean frequently, right? So I cleaned my bedroom a couple days ago, like let's say 2 days ago. In the middle of the night, I cleaned my bedroom. And then I think yesterday night, I got the energy, so I cleaned my hallway spaces and I like reorganized everything. The way that my house operates is I keep a trash bag in the hallway, which is between my kitty's room, my room, and the bathroom. Because if it's out there, if I have trash in my bedroom, if I have trash from anywhere, I just usually circulate it in there. And the last trash that I tend to add to the trash before I leave is the kitchen. Yeah, that's how I operate. So these past few days, I have been cleaning little by little, here, picking up wrappers, whatever. You know, if I empty something, because I've been running low on products too, I'll just throw it in the trash bag in the hallway. So the trash bag in the hallway was about halfway full. I knew that I had to change my kitty litter. And today, when I got up, I didn't want to get up. But as I was gonna leave the house, I was like, you love a clean house, right? Like, I was just talking to myself. And what ended up happening is I was like, okay, well, before you leave this house, clean it up. At least clean up the kitty litter and take out the trash, right? And that's how I trick myself. I make it seem so simple. I took up the kitty litter, I added it to the trash that was in the hallway, and I started to mop. Because every time I clean my kitty's litter, I mop the room. I mop out his space so that it's refreshed, renewed. It's for me, honestly, because he don't care. Because I started mopping out my cat's room, then I ended up mopping out the hallway, I ended up mopping out the bathroom, ended up mopping out my kitchen, mopping out the living room, because once the mop is wet, I'm somebody, I'd be like, might as well keep this going. Like, plus I use bleach and antibacterial, so there was just clean aroma going. So yeah, I cleaned everything. And I took out the trash. Before I mopped, I took out the trash. I took the trash downstairs, and then I came back and I finished mopping everywhere. And now I'm heading to Wi-Fi. But I know when I go back, my house is clean. So yeah, I did that. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog, and I'll see you guys in my next one.